أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Zamzam of Spiritual Knowledge. Excerpts from the teachings of Shaykh Mohamed Faouzi al-Karkari. Elevation through the heart, not the intellect. In our tariqah, the seeker ascends from heaven to heaven, transitioning from one marvel to the next. Understandably, those who dwell in the heavens differ from those who inhabit the earth. The Karkari disciple will no longer be preoccupied by earthly concerns, as his mind will be constantly connected to and absorbed by celestial horizons. Each niche or celestial sphere is a station where the seeker must pause to understand the secrets of that heaven. The journey culminates with the star, the brightly shining celestial body, the moon, and finally the eternal sun. It is disheartening when a disciple observes these niches of light but remains unsatisfied because his nafs or ego craves, for instance, to see the image of a man dressed in white in the vision. This becomes the ultimate expectation for many. Indeed, man was created with a nasya, or spiritual forelock, steeped in the falsehood and error. However, the part that elevates a person is not his intellect but his heart, for it is in the heart that the descent of divine knowledge occurs. This is confirmed by a hadith reported by at-Tirmidhi. The Prophet, peace be upon him, said, "When Allah created Adam, He touched his back, and from it fell all his descendants until the day of judgment. He then placed a mark of light between the eyes of every one of them. This beam of light exists between the eyes of all humans, yet the knowledge of Allah Jalla Jalaluhu is not present there. It contains neither niche, lamp, nor celestial body. The Quran reveals in Surah Al-Baqarah, verse 257, the source of the luminous flow of knowledge. Allah is the wali of the believers. He brings them out of darkness into the light. The verse describes the light of the wali, or saint, intended for believers, not all Muslims. Those who have not yet transcended the station of al-Islam cannot claim access to this light. In a saying by Sayyiduna Ibn Abbas radiyallahu anhu, faith, or iman, is described as a light that Allah Jalla Jalaluhu casts into the heart of the believer. It is light that enables servants to attain the knowledge of Allah Jalla Jalaluhu and to discover and know their nafs, ascending through the heavens, sky after sky, reading after reading. The door to the light is unique, Islam, while all other doors originate from the Dajjal. This light, as previously mentioned, is described by Allah Jalla Jalaluhu in Surah An-Nur, verse 35. Allah is the light of the heavens and the earth. The exemplification of His light is like a niche within which is a lamp. The lamp is within glass, the glass as if it were a resplendent star lit from the oil of a blessed olive tree, neither of the east nor of the west, whose oil would almost glow even if untouched by fire. Light upon light, Allah guides to His light whom He wills, and Allah presents examples for the people, and Allah is knowing of all things. This light is specific to Muslims and is not granted to all humanity. Neither Christians, Jews, Buddhists, nor followers of any religion outside of Islam have access to it. Those who claim otherwise are in utter misguidance, engulfed in complete illusion. Anyone who believes non-Muslims can access the light had a flawed and deceitful nasya, with nasya here referring to the intellect. Understand that the true purpose of sujood or prostration is to purify the intellect from lies and errors. The disciple, continually in a state of purification, whether through ablutions for his outward reality or by purifying his intellect or nasya through prostration, knows with certainty that only the white path of the Prophet, peace be upon him, or al-Mahajj al-Bayda, leads to this light. He reaches such a level of discernment that he would tell his Shaykh, the disbelievers are but dust. They are non-existent. The Shaykh will remind him to maintain proper conduct towards Allah's creation, saying, they are human beings created by Allah Jalla Jalaluhu. Unfortunately, many of today's youths, and even some believers influenced by contemporary ideas, fall into the misguidance of the Antichrist, or Dajjal, trying to include non-believers among the bearers of knowledge of Allah Jalla Jalaluhu. From the Sunnah of our Prophet, peace be upon him, we know that the Antichrist has the word kafir, or disbeliever, written on his forehead, binding him to those who lack belief. These people are thus his progeny. Imam al-Bukhari and Imam Muslim in their Sahih cite Sayyiduna Anas ibn Malik radiyallahu anhu reporting the Prophet, peace be upon him, saying, there has not been a prophet who did not warn his community against the one-eyed liar. Indeed, he is one-eyed, and your Lord is not. It is written between his eyes, kafir, or disbeliever. To purify one's intellect from such disbelief, one must be in sujood constantly and daily. This is why the people of Allah Jalla Jalla cherish long hours of prostration, seeking the purification of the nasiya. The story of the children of Israel's deviation, especially during the incident of the golden calf, crafted by As-Samiri, in the absence of our Prophet Musa alayhi salam, who had left them in the care of his brother Harun alayhi salam to uphold monotheism, or Tawheed, is a vivid illustration. When Musa alayhi salam returned and saw what had transpired, he was taken aback by the misguidance that had unfolded under his brother's supervision. In a moment of profound significance, he grasped Harun alayhi salam by the beard and the forehead, the nasiya, the site of prostration to Allah. The manner in which Musa alayhi salam held Harun alayhi salam was deeply symbolic, particularly focusing on the nasiya, which misled the children of Israel. In this prophetic story, or hadra, Musa alayhi salam epitomized the supreme prostration, holding his brother at the very spot of sujood. Musa alayhi salam questioned the lapse that led them to bow before anything other than Allah Jalla Jalaluhu. Understand that the light from the nasiya lacks the four Quranic depictions of the divine light, namely the niche, the lamp, the glass, and the shining planet. It is through the nasiya that humans are often led astray. In contrast, these four Quranic examples guide believers heavenward, eliminating the essence of divine lordship.